Alright, Orange Misfit back again. Instead of talking about anything important like presidential candidates or social issues, I'll be doing the Blink-182 ranking and reviewing series. Last time I left off, I was halfway done with song number 50. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm sure most people are probably listening to the new Blink-182 album. I've heard it. I got mixed feelings about it. Honestly, I'm really glad I didn't include that in this ranking and reviewing. I just want to keep them as like separate entities. You got an era with Tom DeLonge, and then you got a post-Tom DeLonge era, but after I'm finished this ranking and reviewing series, I'll definitely do a review about the new album. This video is long enough, so I'm going to get started right away. Here it is, song number 50.
50. Up All Night. This was the first new Blink-182 song fans heard after an 8-year hiatus, so it obviously did not meet up to the standards and left most fans disappointed. And rightfully so. It's a complete mess, and it feels like just a bunch of leftover parts from other song ideas just cheaply thrown together. The intro sounds like a 30-second leftover from the scraps of Love Part 1, followed by an out-of-place riff that was actually confirmed to be a random throwaway riff from the self-titled album. Then you're introduced to the first lyrics of the song, sung embarrassingly poor. Everyone wants to call it all around our life with a better name. What the hell? What on earth can this possibly mean? I've got a college degree in literature and English, and I'm completely baffled by this. Alright, I'll try to understand it by going slow. So everyone wants to call it. That means people have a desire to label it. But what is it? All around? That could possibly mean every location, or maybe all around like it's fine or okay. Which is it? Then there's our life. So maybe we're changing the way we refer to our life, but why and how? I'm getting confused. Then finally, with a better name. So we want to change our life for the better. Is that right? Does that make any sense? The phrasing and syntax of the words are completely garbled. I kind of have a slight possible idea of what he means, but why the hell does it need to be expressed so poorly? And it's not like any of the lines that follow are going to help to clarify it. I mean, falling and spinning, what does that have to do with it? At least the palm muting and chorus are excellent, but that's probably just because they are actually contributing to the theme of the song that should be. Stress, confusion, questioning life's issues and purpose, facing insomnia in an actual comprehensive way. Also, surprisingly, that part feels what a Blink-182 song should feel like. When I first heard that part, I gave a loud yes. This is what we waited for. But aside from those parts, the song is a giant headache and a sloppy mess. It probably had a lot to do with the tension from reforming and a lack of practice and working together in the same studio, but I think with more effort and style, the song could have been saved. But the song is just too obvious that there was little to no collaboration in creating and perfecting the songs on this album. And then finally a bonus complaint about this song, not affecting the ranking, but I have to mention something about the video. Without question, the worst one they've ever done. There's nothing clever at all about it, just an empty rehash of feeling this. And it's so stupid how the theme for the video is anarchy is cool and parents sucks and all that. It has nothing to do with the song. And their parents, and they're nearly triple the age of most of these kids. What were they thinking? 49. M&M's. It's not about the wrapper or the candy, although they do mention candy. Maybe that's why they chose the title, but I don't think so anyway. The song probably is Tom's most complicated guitar part, basically a punkish thunderstruck, but the rest of it is his typical notes and chords. I do like the drums in this song, and the intro really sets the pace, and when you hear that amp feedback, things really turn up. Lyrically, the song is below average. It's like the poorly constructed precursor to Josie and Wasting Time. There's nothing beyond it other than wanting a girlfriend. Buy some candy and cigarettes and we'll get in my car. We'll blast a stereo and drive to Madagascar. Nothing special here. And was Madagascar chosen because it rhymes with car? Or maybe you just wanted to see those penguins? Too bad that wasn't explained more. It's another song I'm surprised on the greatest hits. I wasn't really old enough to be paying attention to the radio when this was a low charting single, but it seems like they were really reaching when they selected it. I'm guessing it was selected for the greatest hits to keep a more even ratio of pre-Enema of the State songs. Now, it's not a bad song, but not a greatest hit deserving one either. 48. Apple Shampoo. There's a lot going on in this song. It seems that punk rock lovers just can't be compatible. The song is good for a listen now and then, but I don't really love its rambling and overall idea. There are some really good lines like being a walk-on part of a background shot to a movie I'm not in, describes the insignificance he's feeling very well, and the start was something good, but some good things must end, sums up the message of how a relationship can be awesome in the beginning, but eventually that awesomeness starts to degrade and, well, nothing lasts forever. The song also easily has the best guitar part on the album, and also the best song title because it reflects something mundane about the girl, but also something he found to be recollective and unique to her. Something insignificant can become important and beautiful when you lose it. So there are really only two things I dislike about this song. The first one is the first line. She didn't mean to deceive you, believe me. What? Why did you have to use the word you there? The song is supposed to be about what this girl did to you, not me, you. Keep me out of it. And what was deceiving about it? It seems like the distance and time-consuming touring were the main problems of it. What is this deception you're talking about? The second thing is, the song kind of rambles on, like there's hardly any structure to it. It's just like, we did this, she said that, feel like crap, so that's that. For many verses, a chorus or something repeating would have been nice. I guess the rambling makes it seem like it's one long final reflection, and that's definitely spot on, but it ends up being just a long-winded lament that doesn't really know how to stop and only contributes powerful thoughts a couple times. Parts like the beginning and a few other lines are just out-of-place nonsense and don't connect to the overall idea. 47. Anthem Part Two. Well, it's certainly a step up from Anthem, but it's still not a true rock anthem except for the first and last 30 seconds, but man, that's an awesome minute. The instruments all complement each other so nicely and nail that hard rock sound. Part 2's only real problem is the lyrics. I'll admit they're superior to Anthem Part 1, but there's still nothing beyond Anarchy for Life or Authority Sucks. Now, I'm not looking for a Jonathan Swift level analysis of social issues, but it would be nice if there was actually some substance behind the claim that Mommy, Daddy, and Mr. Mayor ruined our lives, wah wah. So the lyrics are quite immature and embarrassing, but I guess the point of anthems are to turn off your brain and rock, so in that regard, it's a halfway decent effort this time around. 46. This is Home. A good guilty pleasure. If you can find amusement in the Elmer Fudd accent and yodeling, then this song is really enjoyable. It's actually got a good punk vibe going for it with the main riff. I have no clue what the song's about, and the chorus is just mindless babbling, but the harmonies are the best on Neighborhoods, so that will help overlook it. There is one line in the song that has me scratching my head. That girl will try to make you hard. What? I thought maybe they were saying your life the first time I heard, but no, that's actually a line. Is it talking about getting an erection? If so, why? Is it another random lyric that tries to sound clever and fails horribly? Most likely, because it would fit with the other nonsensical lyrics in this song and album. It's a major problem in this album. I know a lot of fans easily consider Neighborhoods the worst album by far, and we all have our reasons, but to me, it's just a lot of the lyrics. They simply don't make sense, contribute little to nothing to the song's ideas and purpose, and just try to create some profound impact on the listener. But they don't. They just don't. So that's the flaw here in this song and album. 45. Wasting Time. That dreaded feeling about having a crush and imagining your happy life together, but end up realizing it's never going to happen and you're just wasting your time. Anyway, Wasting Time's one of the better songs on Cheshire Cat. Sure, it's cliched at times, like being in a band, if I act real tough, she'll let me hold her hand, but there's also enough humor and originality to make up for it, like making fun of that guy at Kinko's, that past crying experience, and of course, not being able to drive naked, whatever the hell that's referring to. The main intro riff is one of their most memorable, but all the other instruments are average at best. I mentioned earlier how the song is like Josie, but I believe this one is much superior. Now, should he double high or low? Why not both? 44. Romeo and Rebecca. It has an excellent title, but as a song, it's just good. I'll compare it as Tom's version of Wasting Time, but it's more specifically about the friend zone, I think. The lyrics are either stupid, like the chorus and the line about girls being a waste of time. It almost gives Hold On some credibility. But I do like the line, your words are kind, the kind that repeatedly say no. It's moderately clever and also establishes their relationship. Good job, Tom. Other than that, there's not much noteworthiness in this lyrics. The instruments aren't much better, except for the intro, which is probably the least repetitive guitar on the entire album, and then Mark's bass gets some time to shine, especially considering how rare it is in this album. Fun fact, I once had an experience with Rebecca that directly paralleled this song. Not that it matters at all, just tragically amusing at the time for me. 43. Kaleidoscope. It's one of my favorites on this album. It suffers a relative problem of nonsensical lyrics, but not as bad as the others, and the main idea of the distortion of a kaleidoscope is actually a very interesting concept for a song. The instruments are some of the best on the album. I think it's obvious that they actually put effort into this one because they mashed up very well. The interlude is kind of unnecessary and needs more to it than just a tired old drum beat. The vocals are good as well, Mark's especially. Tom sounds like he's at least trying, but his voice was a major problem this album. It could have been better, and that ending, get it, Roy, is just obnoxious. Other than that, it's a solid effort, and definitely one of the standout tracks from this confusing album. Like I said, people seem to be vastly disappointed by Neighborhoods, but at least tracks like this one and After Midnight offer some slight defense towards its quality. Overall, the song definitely deserves more recognition. 42. Don't Leave Me. A more pop than punk song. Don't Leave Me sets more of the tone for the album than Dumpweed. It's a fairly amusing one about getting dumped, so it's really what you'd expect during this point in their career. On a random note, I always thought that the line, "that is, bring her down," referred to him insulting her for letting her future being brought down by his past. But I know now it makes more sense that he brings her down because he depresses her or by being a hopeless loser. That's the overall idea of the song, and all the lyrics go along with it. I will say that Mark's double-tracked vocals during the "One more time with feeling, one more time with feeling" part are amazing and some of the best he's done. I think it's probably the easiest Blink-182 song to play on guitar, so I kind of find it annoying when Mark yelled out bass solo during live performances considering it's only 3 different notes. 41. Go. This song's a real loud, action-packed ditty. It's also got some pretty serious subject matter. The song's based on real events from Mark's troubled family life, which makes the content not only realistic, but more disturbing as well. The overall abuse theme reflected in the song makes Tom's abrasive "go, go, go, go" actually work well. The music's nothing special, but I suppose it's at least more punk than the other songs in the album, like Always or I Miss You. So if you're looking for that on this album, then this is the song for you. There are 2 chords repeated a lot in the beginning, some fast drums, boring bass, and a laughably basic solo. The chord progression at the end is pretty typical Blink, so there's nothing remarkable there, other than a slight change of pace. This is a good song. The music's nothing special, but some of the lyrics, as well as the intensity, are surprisingly well done.
Okay, next time I'll pick it up with number 40. I'm going to definitely try to get these videos out as quickly as possible because I know suspense is killing people out there who want to know what the top 3 look like, who want to know what number 1 is. I'm going to do it the best I can. I also want to talk about some other topics. So subscribe it up, like it up, and even share if you want to. See you next time.